it's great to be among friends here, and my first really big event here was 20 years ago, and we rented downstairs for Pierre Poilievre's first victory party, and you remember that. And so I've had a great affiliation with this Legion, and of course 18 years ago I got elected, and I've been able to come back here many times. And I want to say thank you for holding down the fort. In the easy days, in the tough days, this Legion has always been here for our community, particularly here in Bell's Corners, but throughout the entire city. And I look at some of the challenges that you faced over the years during the war in Afghanistan, making sure that this was a home to the current soldiers that were serving, working with the Cameron Highlanders when they were here, and now they're mostly downtown. Welcoming, of course, our friends at D&D just down the road, making sure that they figure out that they have a home here. And of course, Eileen, I know you're a big supporter of us too. Don't worry about it. I get interrupted all the time, but your interruption is much nicer than what they say to me in the legislature. But I was really pleased when I was Minister of Heritage to be able to come here and to really make some announcements and to really talk about both my legions, Bell's Corners and Barrhaven. And it's wonderful to see you, Stefan, in your elevated role to look after the entire zone, because I know you really do care. And one of the things that's important about our legions is they're not just for our veterans anymore. You welcome people from all walks of life. And it's important because it's also a big revenue generator. And so when you think about a boiler, and I had this when I was minister responsible for the Shaw Center, we had to replace the stove. And everybody thinks, what a waste of money. But it's not. It's the bones. It's like the sewer system in the city. You need that in order for us to continue to operate. And in order for you to have that, which might seem simple and easy, it's something that allows you to contribute and rent out this facility and make sure on a Remembrance Day that it's ticking and humming, so that bar is going like crazy. When I come to a Legion, I think of my grandfather, who was a member of the Legion in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, when he fought in World War II, and he was D-Day +1, and he, after they stormed the beaches and they were successful, he decided he wanted to go to Asia, and thankfully he didn't have to. But him and 3 of his brothers and his father all fought in that war. And the reason I'm bringing that up, yes, I'm proud of that, and I think that as Canadians we should be proud of that. We are going to be in a situation, and this is no secret to any of you, with what's going on in the world between Russia, China, and Iran, and what they're doing with so many others, and right now it's in Israel, right now it's in Ukraine, but it could be any of us right after that. And never before has it been more important for us to look to our Canadian forces, make sure that they are well supported, and that those who come home from those conflicts and those wars are supported, and they're supported right here in the Legion. And in the weirdest, smallest way possible, that boiler does it. Because it does make sure that we can have a strong set of bones to welcome them home to. So I want to just say thanks to all of you for being here. And I want to say thanks not just for today, but being here for this community forever and ever. It's wonderful. I think I made a joke the other day that the most exciting thing that's happened in Bell's Corners was at the Legion, until we got a new building just down the road for many of the supporters here. But I was the minister responsible for Trillium Foundation when this grant was made, so I'm very proud of that. But more proud of what you guys do. I love you all. I thank you all. And when we think about the Poppy campaign, I think about how hard you work, and I was here looking at all of the poppies. So with that, thank you.